One thing that I've noticed over the years is that most people don't know how to properly solder two wires together. Today in this vlog, I'm going to show you the proper way to solder wires together so that they can never come apart. The way most people will attach two wires is like this. They will put two wires together and they will simply just wrap them around. Most of the time they won't even solder them together, which makes for a really weak connection. The proper way is to strip the wire to about where you see here. I guess that's about 3/4 of an inch on each side. And then we do what is called a bell wrap, invented by Bell Telephone to attach their lines on the phone poles. So first we put the two wires together, and then we tightly wrap in one direction on the one side, and then we wrap the other direction. If we put some heat shrink around it, this would actually be fine, but we want to go the extra step and we want to solder this together. So let's do that. Grab our solder iron, make sure it's clean. And another thing people never do is you should make sure that you always tin your head. So we just put a little bit of solder on it, get it nice and silvery, and then we clean it again. And you can see the tip looks really good. Now, one mistake people make with soldering irons, they tend to solder from the tip, which is not correct. We want to solder with a soldering iron from the side to allow the most amount of heat to transfer from the surface area of the soldering tip. So let's watch. So we put the soldering iron tip sideways onto the wire without melting our plastic covering, and then we just lightly touch some solder. And that's a really good connection right now. That will never come undone. And the last step in this process, obviously, will be to put some type of insulation. I use heat shrink tubing. These are available from Harbor Freight for a few dollars. So we just have to find one that fits. And it looks like this one will probably be the best one. So we take one of these, put it on the wire, slide it on, slide it over, and you notice because we did a bell wrap, the heat shrink sits nicely on it. We don't have a big bulge sticking out the side like we would have if we had just wrapped the two together. It's all contained neatly in the same diameter of the plastic coating. So let's just heat that. And that is how you solder two wires together.